Shefty, DeSean and his agent were in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday. DeSean left midday. His agent stuck around. How did the deal come about so quickly?
Stu, this was really an all-night negotiating session, and they kept going back to each other and going back and forth until they could get a deal in place. And a short time ago, basically the two sides felt comfortable enough to where they now know that this deal is going to get done, and DeSean Jackson is going to be a Washington Redskin. I think that if this deal had not gotten done, there stood the chance that he would wind up going to visit the San Francisco 49ers, who were willing to make a run at him. And earlier in the day, somebody had said that the 49ers' interest was, in their words, real but guarded. And I think the guarded there is the key phrase, because that'll let you know that the 49ers will be very deliberate in their attempts to get him. The Redskins were all in. They did not have a number one draft choice. They recognized the value of what DeSean Jackson could bring. They could complement their quarterback, RG3, the most important player in their franchise, and by getting him another weapon, that gives the Redskins the type of offensive firepower that they're looking for. And DeSean Jackson, the Redskins, a short time ago, put the finishing touches on what will be a 3-year agreement to bring DeSean Jackson to the nation's capital.
Shefty, scale of 1 to 10. How much did the rumors, and they were just rumors, they weren't confirmed, they weren't substantiated, but there were rumors after he was released by the Eagles that he had some connections to some gang dealers. How much did that play into the minds of the Redskins officials before making this deal?
Not very much at all, Stu, because really, from the moment that the Eagles released DeSean Jackson on Friday, the Redskins were one of 4 teams right out of the gate in on DeSean Jackson. So clearly, they did not hesitate at the chance to go sign one of their nemesis, somebody who really had destroyed that team over the years. I think the Redskins owner, Dan Snyder, had seen the type of damage that DeSean Jackson had done to the Redskins on the football field. And again, from the moment he was released, they were in on him, and they were in on him early and stayed in on him. He was the first visit. That tells you how much Washington wanted him. He had dinner with Jay Gruden, the new Redskins head coach, last night, spent a few hours at the training facility today, and then obviously they had the marathon negotiating session that began later this afternoon, sometime around 4 Eastern, and is obviously wrapping up right now in what will be that 3-year deal for DeSean Jackson. But I think Washington was aware of it, but Washington knew that this was somebody that it wanted in its organization, on its team, and now you get a team that added Andre Roberts from the Arizona Cardinals, and you put in DeSean Jackson to go along with Pierre Garçon, and this becomes a dynamic offense.
One of the things that they were missing last year was a deep downfield threat. How much did Washington, being in the same division as the Eagles, seeing the Eagles twice a year, being able to possibly get some type of get back against the team that released him, how much did that play into the mind of DeSean Jackson?
Stu, I know it sounds like a great storyline, and believe me, that'll be an inspiration and a motivation for DeSean Jackson later this season. But I think the fact of the matter was this was a business trip and this was a business opportunity to close out a business deal. Okay, Philadelphia released him. He was scheduled to make $10.25 million this upcoming season. I think DeSean Jackson, coming up an 82-catch, 1,300-yard season in the prime of his career, wanted to cash in on that, whether that be with the Washington Redskins or whether that be with the San Francisco 49ers or the Oakland Raiders. The fact of the matter is this was a business decision, and he felt like this was the best opportunity out there right now. And the fact that he gets to go up against the Eagles twice a year, that's a bonus. That's added into the situation. But the fact of the matter is this was the overall best opportunity for DeSean.